Yes, YouTube, welcome to a day in the life. It's actually Thursday and the video is going to be a day in the life of a Friday, but a lot of my day actually starts the day before, and that's mainly just prepping my food. So because I'm in work, I will prep a lot of my food the night before. So I'll start the day in the life here where I'll prep meal one, which is going to be oats. I'll prep my post-workout, which will be ESM rice pudding. And I also prep my pre-workout drink, my intra-workout drink, and my digestion drink all the night before. I get meal two ready for work, which will just be putting together some chicken breast, the rice I'm eating, the vegetables that I'll take. So in work, I'll have three meals. I'll have meal one, oats, meal two, chicken and rice, and then I'll also take my pre-workout cream of rice with me. So I'll prep that as well, but I'll actually make that in work. So first off, I will be prepping the oats. Obviously, what I'll do is I'll do a full day in the life and make it a full day of eating too. I've got a training day tomorrow, so it's upper tomorrow. So we'll be training upper tomorrow and I'll take you through that session too. Yeah, just going to be a full day of everything, basically. The reason I prep my oats the night before, I like them cold. I like them to be in the fridge overnight. And there is benefits to having them soak overnight to do with like digestion properties, and I've said it in another video before. God, you know what? It's quite difficult, like weighing out stuff and talking at the same time. So I'm going to prep these meals. Once they're prepped, I'll show you them, and then it'll probably be a case of getting into the video tomorrow morning at a 5 a.m. start. The reason I prep everything the night before, it just saves a bit of time, especially with the oats and the post-workout. It means when I get home from the gym, I don't have to worry about making post-workout. Meal one, when I get into work, is ready to go, so I don't have to worry about that. Meal two and meal three, what I'll do is meal two, I'll eat at lunchtime and work, so I'm not wasting any time. And during lunchtime, I'll also prep meal three, which is the pre-workout. Prepping the pre-workout drink and the intra-workout drink, self-explanatory, save some time. I can then go straight from work to the gym. Don't have to come home and grab this or anything like that. And again, digestion drink. What I do is I put my digestion drink in here, put it in the fridge overnight. I'll have that on the way to work in the morning, and then I'll put my pre-workout into a little pot. Once this is done, I'll put my pre-workout in here, and then that'll be ready to go. The intra-workout can just go straight in here and sit in the fridge all day in work. So when it comes to the pre-workout, all I'm currently having in the pre-workout is 10 grams of creatine monohydrate, and I'm still only just using a pump product. And again, I've got the, wherever it is, I've lost it. It's in it somewhere. Finding it is another matter. Again, I'm just using the Darkstim pump from TikTok. It just is a good pump pre, and you get discounts on it, so why not? But yeah, 25 grams of this. When it comes to the intra workout, I'm using 30 grams of cyclic dextrin, 15 grams of EAAs, and then I also like to put 10 grams of L-glutamine in intra-workout just to help digestion, and I just feel the intra-workout sits a lot nicer in the stomach when I have some glutamine in this as well. And then the last thing we'll prep is the digestion drink, which is, and I have this first thing in the morning just to set up the stomach for a full day of eating. So again, 10 grams of L-glutamine, I give 15 grams of pure aloe vera juice. Again, all of these supplements just help the stomach, help the gut lining, just keep it in a good spot for digestion. 10 grams of lemon juice, and then 15 grams of organic apple cider vinegar. Half a serving of Digest Max in there in the morning. I won't put that in now because if I leave it overnight, it goes really thick and gloopy because of the psyllium husk, and it's just rank. Right then, guys, everything is prepped, so let me just run through it all now. So we've got the oats, meal 1, we've got the ESM rice pudding, meal 2, and obviously I have whey protein in the oats. I don't have any whey in the ESM rice pudding, I just have some flavour powder. But what I do with post-workout is, my post-workout was chicken and rice, however, rice I was digesting way too quick and I would be super hungry after. And the same happens with ESM rice pudding. However, I can add some oats into this and it makes it satiate me for a little bit longer and I feel like I don't need to eat straight away. I've got my stuff for my chicken and rice here, so I've got some frozen veggies. Normally I have peppers in there, but ran out, so I'm gonna have some beetroot. Got my chicken breast. I've also got some frozen fruit, which will come for my pre-workout meal, the cream of rice, which is in this little container, which is convenient, because I can just whack my whey in there as well, and then take that to work. Being a bit lazy, and I'm just gonna take a pack of basmati rice, and then some dark chocolate for my oats. Good morning, YouTube. So, day in the life starts right now. It is 5:30. I've just got out of the shower, brushed my teeth. Honestly, these mornings are absolutely brutal now. So cold, I just don't want to get out of bed. But, see what I do it. So, ready now for the day. I'm gonna go downstairs, pack my bag for work, do my morning vacuums, do my cardio, and then set off for work to get into work for about 7. Right then, first things first, I need to get hydrated. So I'll have my litre of water with 10 grams of creatine in and some electrolytes. So Hydromax, 12 grams. So I'll have that with my cardio. And then my little routine is I won't have a coffee until I get into work. Helps me get into work, so I look forward to the coffee. So I'm going to pack my bag, have that water now, do my cardio, and then get to work. Honestly, the state of this bag I've got to take to work, how big it is. Oh. It's like I'm going on a mission for a weekend. Anyway, let's do my cardio. Oh, apologies, it is very dark, guys. It's very early. It's 6:15, but we're on the way to work. Cardio done, vacuum's done, bag's packed. Getting to work, get the day going. Honestly, buying this car, the best purchase I've ever made in my life because I can pre-warm it before I get in it. And in this weather, that is the best feature in the world. Like, oh, I look forward to getting into my car every single morning because it's warmer in the car than it is the house. Absolutely lovely. Anyway, I will try and film what I can in work, but I'm not really allowed to film in work because of where I work. So I'll try and quickly film my meals so then I can pop like the macros on screen, and then I will probably see you once I'm finished work and going straight to the gym. Yes people, work is done. We have had to bin off the full day of eating because I couldn't record all 3 of my meals in work basically. And I would normally now go straight to the gym. However, at home, it looks like one of my water pipes have burst in the bathroom and it's leaking into the ceiling downstairs. So I need to go home and have a look at that first. Honestly, don't own a house, it's just so stressful. Something's always going wrong. So God knows what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have to call out someone to have a look, see where the leak is. And then I don't know if we're gonna have to get the roof or the ceiling fixed and obviously the plumbing fixed.
just not what you want to be dealing with, honestly. So I'm gonna go home, sort that, try and get that sorted the best I can, and then get to the gym. So I'll see you when I get to the gym, whenever that is. Not ideal, but this is the reality of being an adult and dealing with adult stuff. It is shit. Catch you in a bit. Gym time, guys, gym time. So it's been a few hours. My meal timings have been all over the place today because of that issue, which we haven't sorted, but we're waiting on an appointment. So it looks like one of the pipes under the bath has popped, or is leaking, so that needs to be fixed ASAP. At the minute, the water is completely turned off, so can't have any water, can't go to the toilet, absolute nightmare, can't have a shower. So hopefully we can get someone round tonight to have a look at it and at least sort that out. Absolute pain in the bum. But we're going to go train. Got an upper session, so that should be good. And I'll take you through the upper session and we'll go from there. What an interesting day in the life, huh? Nothing is ever easy. I was hoping today would be a really nice day, like last day of work for the week. Go in, get that done. Have an upper session, which is my favourite session. Nice chilled out day. Nope, just stress because of that fucking pipe. Anyway, I'll catch you in the gym.
Yes, people, I was planning on doing this voiceover yesterday after I trained lower. However, I trained lower, got home and just felt dodgy. I had my post-workout and then I went up and laid in bed and I was not in a good way. I think this flu finally got to me. So I had my post-workout, got into bed, and oh my days, horrendous. Could not move, was sweating, was cold. Basically, I fell asleep at about 2 p.m. and I didn't wake up until an hour ago, and it is now 4 a.m. So I woke up at 3 a.m. just wide awake. So yeah, that was a long old sleep. But I feel fucking horrendous, guys. Anyway, let's go through the session here. So upper session, I start off with some pullovers. I literally just do 1 or 2 sets here to warm up the lats. And then we move on to a single arm D-handle lat pull down. I normally would run this on the Panata machine, however that's out of order at the minute. In terms of this, I'm just aiming to drive my elbow down into my hip and then just keep the tension on the lat the whole time. I do 2 sets here, so I do a top set of anywhere from 6 to 8 reps and a back off set of 12 to 15 reps. A really good substitute if you don't have like a pull down machine that you can do single arm is just to do it on a bench with a D-handle. It's a class movement. If you don't have the machines available to you, you can do this sort of in any gym. Moving on, then we go into a upper back row on the prime machine. So I only do 1 set here, and to be honest with you, this was, I overshot this set. This was a little bit too heavy. So you can see me sort of using a little bit of momentum here, but at the same time, it did still feel really good on my upper back. Again, with this, I'm just trying to shrug into those traps and the upper back. And if you look at the weight distribution, I'm trying to go with 80% of the weight on top, 20% on the middle peg on this prime. The reason being is it just suits the resistance profile for the upper back nice. Moving in, we have now got our second lat movement, which is just a row, a cable row, just to hit those lats. Again, aiming to just pull those elbows into the hip, and then just keep the tension on the lat the whole time. Again, I do 2 sets on here, a top set of 8 to 10 reps and a back off set of 10 to 12 reps. And I believe this is just one of my warm-up sets. I don't think I actually got the top set of this one. But yeah, that's the back portion of the workout done. Then we're moving into the push portion, and I start off with a seated lateral raise. I only do 1 set here, so anywhere from 10 to 12 reps.
You can see on here I'm not actually holding the handles. I feel like if I hold the handles, I end up pulling with my hands to get that weight up. So I just kind of like hover my hands, and it just keeps the tension more on the delts the whole time. And I think it's more beneficial to be doing that. Moving on, we have got a fly. So normally I would do a seated cuffed clavicular fly on a cable machine, but the cable machine's actually broke, and I broke it. So that's a bit of a nightmare. So I'm using this like hoist machine, like a little roller coaster that rocks you back and forth. I don't love it, but it warms the chest up nice, and I like to warm the chest up before I do any sort of pressing. So it works, but I would love that cable machine to be fixed ASAP, because it's that seated clavicular fly with the cuffs, genuinely my favourite chest movement by far. Moving on, got a flat press. Not much to say here, just the prime flat press. I do 2 sets here, 6 to 8 reps and a 10 to 12 rep. Problem with this press is it is quite light. Like I'm pretty sure I'm maxing this now, and the reps are pretty solid. So potentially we'll have to move this out soon if I get any stronger, or just run the rep range up really high. But I don't really want to do that, so I'll probably see what else we've got that we can use in the gym. Then we're going on to a incline Smith press, and not ideal in this. So you'll probably see in this set here, something pulled in my shoulder. Something did not feel good. So honestly, I just put the weight back and moved on from this movement. I didn't want to hurt my chest any more than I needed, which isn't ideal. It does feel better now, so hopefully it wasn't anything too serious. And then we finish off the session with some standing lateral raises, and I actually just smashed like 3 sets of this out. Anywhere from sort of 8 to 12 reps for each set. And that is pretty much the session. I think I took some post-workout shots, so they'll come in the next bit of the video, but enjoy the rest of the video. Hopefully I feel better soon. Oh, right, that is the session done. It was a good session. However, I did pull like my delt chest a little bit on that incline press, which you'll see in the video. I'll do a voiceover of the session and you'll explain that. Pulled a little bit here, so I just stopped the movement and moved on, but not ideal, not ideal. It was just a warm-up set too. Damn. Anyway, update on the leakage in the bathroom. So Riv, bless her heart, has been at home ringing them and sorting that. It went down as an emergency case, so they should be getting someone out tonight, but apparently that isn't going to happen because I can't find anyone. So they did mention maybe they put us in a hotel because we've got no water. But I don't know if that's going to happen. But because she sorted that, I'm now going to go on the way in from the gym, stop off in the garage, buy her favourite protein bar. Bless her. So I'm going to go do that now, and I'll catch you when I get home. And hopefully we have an update on this leak. Right then people, we are home. We've had post-workout and went to the shop to get some water so I can actually drink some water. Let me show you this leak. I've currently got the fan on the Stairmaster at it, and it has dried it up quite a bit, which is good. So the damage isn't too bad by the looks of it. Get someone to come and sort it tomorrow. So all that's left to do tonight is just chill out really. Hopefully I don't need to go toilet for number 2. Just can't go. Traitors is on at 8, which me and River watching in a minute, so just waiting for that really. And that's the day basically. Done.